Cameron, how do you see from your perspective? Are there also companies moving away from InfiniBand and more? It was already touched a few times, yeah? Everyone are talking about the latency, and always I remember that Fabric Internet, it's something with the lowest latency, or InfiniBand is with the lowest latency, and that was always like ideal solution for that AI and HPC. Could you, go deeper, but having in mind that counter, yeah, and explain how do you see that from your perspective?
So I think the two parts of the question. The first one is, do we see other customers moving away from InfiniBand and going to Ethernet? I think George articulated it much better than I can. In the cloud environments, everybody's moving away from InfiniBand for all the reasons that he articulated, right? You get much better performance, or at least similar performance at a much better cost point, and all the reasons that George articulated. So yes, for the cloud environments, I think no-brainer. Everybody's moving away from InfiniBand to Ethernet. Now, not everybody is as visionary as IONOS to choose, open networking or Sonic. There are customers who move to more traditional OEM vendors, right? But definitely moving away from InfiniBand to Ethernet. Now, is InfiniBand has advantage over Ethernet on latency? It's good that you're reminding me about the timer, because I can go on about it for a very long time. Short answer is, it's a lot of it is FUD, right? A lot of it is just marketing gimmick. I'll give you maybe 3 minutes and I'll try to explain that.
You have 5.
Oh, thank you. That's better. So, and we have, mostly it's a technical community, so I would love to answer this properly. Let's double click on this. So if you look at it from a face value, if you look at, there is something called fall-through latency. What is the fall-through latency? This is the latency of traffic going through a system. In this case, this is the latency of packet going through a chip. If you look at the fall-through latency of InfiniBand chip, it is around between 200 to 250 nanosecond. If you look at the fall-through latency of an Ethernet chip, it is around 600 nanosecond. If you just stop there and you get your marketing boys to start advertising this, you will say, wow, there is a 2 to 3 times better performance you can get with InfiniBand. That's not the reality. Let's double click on this. We are talking about fall-through latency. That's one part of it. You need to send that data on the network, then it gets somewhere, right? We are talking about networking, we are talking about switching. So there is something called serialization delay. Now let's calculate serialization delay for any specific packet.